this is Preston here. In this video, I am going to be making my NASCAR in-season challenge bracket. So this is my prediction video of who is going to win each matchup of the NASCAR in-season challenge tournament. And shout out to NASCAR once again for doing this. Like, this is very cool. I'm very excited to see how this is gonna be and how this is gonna turn out. So yeah, want to know how this is how the NASCAR in-season challenge is gonna be. So basically, these drivers who are in their matchup brackets in round one, whoever finishes ahead of the other driver in each race will move on. So yeah, the races will be round one will be at Atlanta, round two will be at Chicago, round three will be at Sonoma, round four will be at Dover, and then round five will be at Indianapolis. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So we got matchup number one. We got Denny Hamlin versus Ty Dillon. I'm picking Denny Hamlin. He's going to be a factor at, super speedways. He did finish inside the top 10, and he's just going to outrun Ty Dillon, guys. Kyle Keselowski, this is going to be a tough one. I got to go with Kyle Busch here. The Fords are definitely going to be a factor at Atlanta, but I just think Kyle Busch is going to have more execution and find his way up to the front more than Keselowski, but I won't be surprised if Keselowski does finish ahead of Kyle Busch. It's just right now, I think Kyle Busch, when it comes to execution, sure, he hasn't getting the good finishes recently, but he's been up front at Atlanta in this next gen car, and towards the end of races. So I'm picking Kyle Busch to move on. And then we got Alex Bowman and Joey Logano. I gotta go with Logano. He's won 2 races at Atlanta in the Gen 7 era. So yeah, in the new Atlanta reconfiguration. So I gotta go with Logano. Now we got Bubba Wallace and Daniel Suarez. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. But Bubba, man, this is tough because Bubba Wallace, we know he can shine at the super speedways, but oh my goodness, Suarez, he did crash out in the spring race, and something tells me he's gonna get redemption, and he's going to get past Bubba. Sorry, Wallace. Sorry, Bubba, man. I think I have to go with Daniel Suarez here. And Atlanta is a wild card race, guys. It's Atlanta. It's a mini super speedway. It's a mini Daytona and mini Talladega. So it's anything can happen in Atlanta. So I mean, Suarez, he's won there before. He finished second in the second Atlanta race last year in the playoffs. And yeah, Daniel Suarez, I think he's gonna bounce back and be in a position where he can be up front, and yeah. And then we got Nemechek and Josh Berry. I am going to be taking Josh Berry. Josh Berry, the Fords. They're going to be up front, man. He's just going to outrun John Hunter Nemechek. Chase Elliott and Austin Dillon. I am taking Chase Elliott. It's his home track. Yes, he did crash out in the spring, but remember, he's won there back in 2022 in the summer. So, yeah, I'm taking Chase Elliott. Now we got Chastain and Eric Jones. I am taking Ross Chastain. So, yeah, I'm taking Chastain. Now we got Christopher Bell and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Stenhouse can be, up front these super speedways, but I'm taking Christopher Bell. He won this race he won the last Atlanta race in February, and granted, it wasn't by much, but yeah, I'm taking Christopher Bell. I'm taking C. Bell. Chase Briscoe and Noah Gragson. I'm taking Chase Briscoe. He's had momentum on his side, and I think he's just gonna outrun Noah Gragson. Ryan Preece and William Byron. This is gonna be a wild card pick, but I'm taking Ryan Preece over William Byron. Just in case of any major wrecks, I'm taking Ryan Preece. I think he's just one of those drivers to avoid the crashes, and he can just be up front at the end of races. That's how I feel like it's going to happen with Ryan Preece. So, yeah, I'm taking him over William Byron. Now we got Ryan Blaney and Hocevar. These two got into a feud the last time at Atlanta. So, ooh, this is tough. I could definitely see Hocevar finishing ahead of Blaney, but Execution-wise, I'm just gonna have to go with a team that has just more execution. It's Ryan Blaney. I have to take Blaney over Hocevar. I would love to see Hocevar. I was gonna pick Hocevar, but I was just gonna get the team that has more execution when it comes to the end of races. I gotta go with Ryan Blaney. I gotta go with Blaney. Larson and Tyler Reddick. I'm just like with William Byron and Ryan Preece. I'm taking Tyler Reddick to upset Kyle Larson. Larson, he does have a track record of crashing out at these kind of racetracks. So, no disrespect to Kyle Larson, but I think bad luck's gonna strike Kyle Larson at Atlanta. Something tells me that's gonna happen, and he was gonna get up involved in wrecks. So, I gotta take Tyler Reddick, man. I've got to, man. And I call it an upset because Larson, he could flat out make it to the final matchup of the end season bracket if he can finish ahead of Reddick. Michael McDowell and AJ Allmendinger. I'm taking Michael McDowell. In my opinion, he's going to outrun AJ at Atlanta. Now I got Ty Gibbs and Justin Haley. We are going to go with Ty Gibbs for this one. And then we got Zane Smith and Austin Cindric. Front row, they're going to be up front. They're going to lead laps. But Cindric, he was up front leading in the final laps of the Atlanta race earlier this spring, but he crashed out. But yeah, I see Cindric. I'll get Cindric finishing ahead of Zane Smith. And then last but not least, in round one, we got Chris Buescher and Todd Gilliland. I'm actually going to go with Todd Gilliland here. He's led laps at Atlanta. He's up front. I believe he'll be. I won't be surprised if Todd Gilliland is going to win the pole at Atlanta. Like, he's going to be up front. He's going to be in contention. Like, I think Todd Gilliland, he's going to outrun Chris Buescher. So, yeah, Chris Buescher, he's been having the speed lately, but like I said, Atlanta's a wild card track. Anything can happen. So, yeah, I'm picking Todd Gilliland. I just think Todd Gilliland's going to have the speed as well for the front row car. But anyways, guys, here's my picks to move on to the next round. And round 2, we got Chicago, the Chicago street race. So yeah. So first up, we got Denny Hamlin versus Kyle Busch. I'm gonna have to say Denny Hamlin here. I just think Denny Hamlin. I just haven't seen enough from Kyle Busch to make me put him ahead of Denny Hamlin. Shoot, Denny Hamlin hasn't been really the best at Chicago either, but he did win the pole. So there in the inaugural race. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take Denny Hamlin over Kyle Busch. Yeah. Now we got Logano versus Daniel Suarez. I could low-key see Suarez outrunning Logano, but kind of like, I just think the team with more execution, I gotta go with Logano. I gotta go with Logano. Now I got Josh Berry versus Chase Elliott. I am taking Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott, he has much more road course racing experience than Josh Berry, and I think Elliott's gonna outrun him. Yeah. Now we got Ross Chastain versus Christopher Bell. When it comes to more road racing, I'm gonna have to take Christopher Bell. So yeah, Chastain, he's been good at road courses too, but this is gonna be close. But I'm taking Christopher Bell. And just in case, if it rains at Chicago again, Bell is the one who's gotta watch out for. So yeah, I'm taking C Bell. And now we got Chase Briscoe versus Ryan Preece. This is going to be close to, because Preece, he's shown speed at Mexico, but yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm picking Ryan Preece to outrun Chase Briscoe, get ahead of Briscoe, and I'm taking Preece to move on. I just think, sure, I know we're going to Chicago, this is the third year, but we'll keep an eye out for Ryan Preece. He's been good at at the road courses. He's been quietly getting better at getting there at the road courses. So yeah. Now I got Tyler Reddick versus Ryan Blaney. Tyler Reddick, he's finished second last year. Ryan Blaney can be good too, but I'm taking Tyler Reddick. I'm taking Reddick to get by Blaney. And now I got Michael McDowell and Ty Gibbs. These two are good at road courses. I mean, have been very good. I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna take Michael McDowell. It's very close. I could definitely see Ty Gibbs outrunning him, but McDowell, I could definitely see him having a shot at the win. I definitely can have him see with a shot with SVG. But yeah, Ty Gibbs, man, I won't be surprised if he outruns McDowell. But yeah, McDowell, he's gonna be up front, at the road courses. Now we got Austin Cindric versus Todd Gilliland, the final match of round 2. I'm taking Cindric. I just think he'll be, in my opinion, he's going to outrun Todd Gilliland. And yeah, that is my round 2 predictions to move on into round 3. So, yeah, now we got Sonoma. Now we got Denny Hamlin and Logano. Denny, you're awesome, but the rest trends for you at Sonoma have been no good. So, unfortunately, Denny, I have to say Joey Logano. Denny Hamlin's road course racing has not really been the best, and I think Logano, he's gonna outrun. Something just tells me that if this matchup does occur, like Denny Hamlin, I'm just worried about the road course races. To see the past 2 finishes for Denny at Sonoma, DNF, both of them. So the past trends for Denny Hamlin in the Gen 7 era have not been kind, so I gotta go with Logano, unfortunately, as a Denny Hamlin fan. Alright, now we got Chase Elliott versus Christopher Bell. This is going to be a close matchup. These two are very good at road courses, but if you look at the season Chase Elliott has had, he has been very consistent. And I was going to pick Christopher Bell. My original pick is going to be Christopher Bell, but after looking back at the numbers, Chase Elliott, the past races has finished in the top 5. I just think Chase Elliott has the better average run there than Christopher Bell the past couple of races. So, due to where the trends are going, I'm going to have to say Chase Elliott here. I just think consistency is key. And I just think Chase Elliott, and especially the last time, New Mexico, the finishes for Chase Elliott road courses this year have both times he's finished road courses this year, Chase Elliott finishes inside the top 5. So I gotta pick Chase Elliott, man, here. It just makes sense to pick Chase Elliott. It just does make sense. And then we got Ryan Preece and Tyler Reddick. I'm gonna have to say Tyler Reddick here. Preece, like I said, he's good at the road courses too. But Tyler Reddick, I could see Reddick outrunning Preece too. And then we got the last matchup. We got Michael McDowell and Austin Cindric. I'm taking Michael McDowell. Like I said, he has been really good at road course races as well, and I think he'll definitely be a top 10 driver for sure. Definitely. Alright guys, now let's move on to round 4, which is Dover. This is the semi-final round. So, first up, we got Logano and Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott, man, I gotta go with Chase Elliott. He's won Dover in this car before, and he's usually top 10 there. Like, he's usually really good and consistent. So, yeah, guys. So, Chase Elliott, he's the first driver to go into the final round. Last matchup of the semifinals, we got Reddick and McDowell. And Tyler Reddick's going to outrun Michael McDowell. And Reddick will move on to the final round versus Chase Elliott. Well, here you have it, y'all. This is my final round prediction. The last round of the in-season tournament. The last 2 drivers I have left are Chase Elliott and Tyler Reddick. And this is going to be a close matchup. Chase Elliott has been very consistent all season long. Tyler Reddick, I like all these tracks for Reddick. These tracks for him have been very consistent. So, this is going to be close. But considering the fact that we've only run one race in the Gen 7 era at the Indianapolis Oval, and Reddick finished second, I think he had the better finish than Chase Elliott. You could flip-flop these two, but I'm taking Tyler Reddick to win the entire thing, guys. Tyler Reddick is my pick to win the in-season tournament, the first ever NASCAR in-season tournament, in my opinion. is going to be Tyler Reddick, guys. So, yeah, guys, that is it for my in-season NASCAR in-season tournament bracket predictions. So, yeah, guys, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And, yeah, guys, I'm super excited to see how this is going to turn out. The first race of this in-season tournament will be at Atlanta this weekend. So, yeah, guys, like I said, Tyler Reddick is my pick to win the entire thing, to win the in-season challenge. And, yeah, so anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.